Well, what if you could have your overall well-being and fitness sorted in a 5-step method? Let's bring in our next guest who has just created this. Hi, Race.
Hi, Holly.
How are you? Thank you for your time tonight.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
Now, Race, I know that you're an author. Can you tell us a little bit about your book and what it offers its readers?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to. So it's called Fit and Chilled Out, the Alternative Fitness Culture. And it is all centered around using alternatives for readers. So many of my previous clients were really, really sick of that roller coaster ride of fitness fads and phases and just never seeming to get sustainable results for themselves. So that's why I've focused on making it simple and making it very person-centered. So methodology for your whole list and your well-being as well. You start seeing results pretty much immediately as the focus is on these strict programs. So there's nothing like, okay, you have to do a certain amount of push-ups and sit-ups every day, or you have to go to the gym. Nothing like that. As I said, it's really person-centered. So I encourage and support readers to really look within. So more than a fitness program, it's actually a methodology where you get to do a lot of work on yourself, actually.
So yeah, it's so interesting, isn't it? And so many people now are realizing that true health and well-being does come from internally. So how is this obviously transferable to people during COVID times? We know that firstly, your book would be very, very useful for many people during this time. And we know that many people did turn to reading when during COVID, you know, people really were getting back into that and really focusing on themselves when they really slowed down. So how is this transferable to people during that hard time?
Well, I heard you talking before about the silver lines, and I did find that with the methodology, because it's not based on a program, because it's based on encouraging and supporting readers to look at these 5 different areas of their life, it meant that people were able to really easily transfer everything from the book across to what was going on during this really, really testing time. The methodology steps themselves are, as I said, just focusing in on important, it's like pieces of puzzle really, to create the whole view of the person for me to then support them. So the first step is called Cool Culture, and that's basically about being supported by other people that want to be fit as well. And the next step is called Fit, which is anything from just improving your fit right through to, as some of my clients have been elite athletes and to become as fit as they possibly can be, obviously, for their profession. So it's just about keying into everything that you loved doing as a child that had fitness or sport influence, right through to new things that you like to try out. And then we've also got the chilled out step. So that's step number 3, chilled out, focus, relaxing. So a lot of people feel guilty about that basic area of self-care, that it's, you know, it's always surprising me that I need to remind people to take care of yourself, and that rest that you have at the end of the day.
Oh, I think we all know that. So we all know that step too often, don't we? I mean, we all need to take that on board.
Yeah.
Rest is so important, and if you're not looking after yourself, then how can you be the best person in your career, for your relationships, and all of that is a flow-on effect from that. So going forward, we're just going to pop your book back up on the screen so people can see the title there. And
yes,
beautiful. So by Race Radomra, Fit and Chilled Out. That is great and such a good initiative. Race, did you actually write this in 2019, wasn't it?
I actually wrote it in 2015.
In 2015?
And I wrote it quite quickly. Yes. So I wrote it quite quickly because it's literally my life's work. I got my first degree black belt when I was 20 years of age, so a long time ago now. And then I became a personal trainer a bit later in life. So I just sort of poured it out, as many first-time authors do when they're writing about
Amazing.
their professional experiences. I wrote it in a couple of months. And
Oh,
then
good
due
on
to a
you.
few other things that were happening in life that just took priority, I was able to then publish just in 2019.
Great. Well, how's the timing? Because that book would have been so relevant and so helpful for thousands of people in 2020 moving through such a tough year. Thank you so much for your time tonight, Race. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Take care.